Rondo, I finna slam dunk. Get big on you fake pumps. That pumpin' no fake pump. Bitch fell for the pump fake. Got him talking like first take. Get it right on the first take. Hit the hole in the first.
I love this podcasting thing, man. Oh, you ain't ate today, huh?
Huh?
You ain't ate today?
I ate today. Yeah, I know somebody was probably gonna be going off to this whole thing. I did eat. I had lunch. And I had a little snack before I came through here.
You trimming up, bro? You still going with the health journey?
I'm still there, man. It's funny because I had wrote a post yesterday, and I had said I'm getting to the point because normally this actually happens like in the middle of the year. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling like it is what it is. I'm just gonna be big and just do whatever.
That's not what it is, bro.
No, I'm saying that's what my mentality is.
Oh, that's
like I'd be thinking that, but like it is what it is. I'm just not gonna work out anymore. I'm just gonna just do whatever. But no, I went to the gym today. I don't know when it's coming out, but I went to the gym today and I worked. I'm glad I did. I felt a lot better mentally when I did go to the gym today. But like I said, I just be having those moments sometimes. Like you said, you know you putting in the work, and sometimes you look at yourself, you be like,
you don't see the results.
I don't see nothing.
Enough.
I don't be seeing that. It's not even necessarily like it be fast enough. It just be like I just don't see. I don't see it. But of course, other people will say, hey, they'll be like, oh, you slimming up, or you bulking up a little bit. I'm like,
you posted a picture like 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, you slimming up.
So I mean, I appreciate it, and I take it. Like normally I'd be like, you back like if you told me that last year, I'd be like, nah, I'm just been eating. But no, because somebody told me that before, which was true. I wasn't working out. I was eating. They was like, hey man, you bulking up. I was like, oh no, that's fat. I'm eating. So I'm learning how to take the compliments. Yeah. So I appreciate that. So thank you.
Do you go through holiday depression? Is that why you feel like that around this year?
No. I don't go through holiday depression. What it is, like that feeling of not feeling like I've done enough, or not feeling like I don't see any results or anything. I go through that like it's normally like in the middle, like I said, the middle of the year. Mm-hmm. So, but to answer your question with the holidays, because Thanksgiving is like my favorite holiday. Like it's because it's food. I love food.
Yeah, I was about to say because you like food. To eat.
But as I've gotten older, because I realized as I've gotten older, even when like Christmas time comes around, like of course when you were kids, you were excited and everything. And I think as I was getting older, Christmas just became, I don't know. I'm not necessarily sad, but I'm just kind of like,
it's whatever.
I'm kind of gray. I'm like, And again, I mean, like for me, I mean, of course, I know the importance of Christmas, of course, because of my faith, celebrate Jesus. So that has nothing to do with anything, but I just emotionally and mentally, I be feeling real gray, and I guess it's hard to describe, but I'm just like, and I want to, and of course, I got nieces and nephews now, so I want to make sure that my grayness is not pushed on them.
Yeah,
I want to be excited for them.
Because Christmas is for kids.
Yeah, Christmas is for the children, essentially. So I want to make sure that and then there are people that I do love that do enjoy Christmas. So I want to make sure, because my mom is a Christmas, but it's not technically a Christmas baby. Her birthday is 3 days before Christmas. So Christmas baby.
So her birthday in 3 days?
Yeah. So she enjoys Christmas. So I want to make sure that I don't want to be a downer. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that I try to, again, not push my madness, my greatness on other people.
Yeah. So for the people listening, we got Karlton Clay back on the pod. I want to say this like the third one we done did.
What up, though? Yes, it is the third one.
Yeah. I wanted to watch all the ones we did before because I think some of the things I'm about to talk to you about on this podcast is going to kind of overlap.
Okay.
But I'm not tripping because okay, so this is what made me even thinking about this, right? My homeboy Blue asked me how do you get your movie on Tubi? Is it just like YouTube? And I told him no. And he was like, so how do you get it on there? And I was like, nigga, I don't know. I was like, but I do know you have to have like a somebody to what's the word I'm looking for?
Distribute it.
Yeah, distribute it to Tubi. So I was like, I'll ask Karlton when we get on the pod. And but you a man of many hats though.
Okay.
Before I even get to that question,
okay,
I want to walk him down if I don't forget him, because when I was thinking about him, I forgot the filmmaking one. And I was like, how did I forget he was a filmmaker already? How did I forget that?
Because I haven't walked in that, and it'll be 2 years next year.
Woo.
That I have not done any film productions. I want to clarify film productions. I know people are like, but you doing all this. Again, I'm not. I haven't touched. That's what I can't say. I haven't touched the camera because I do my own pods and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't touched the camera for filmmaking, like for a film, or a series. I haven't done that. It'll be 2 years next year.
So first thing first, you're a content creator, right?
I am.
Okay. First thing first, you're a content creator / filmmaker / YouTuber now.
Sure.
/ I don't know the proper term for it. I say cartoon illustrator, not cartoon, comic book illustrator.
So I'm not an illustrator. I can't draw worth a damn.
Okay, that's what illustrator is.
Illustrator
Okay.
is the person that draws. So shout out to Cameron.
See how ignorant I am.
Did not. It's okay. You didn't know. Cameron Wilson is my illustrator for the comics. So shout out to Cameron. Okay. But yeah, I write. Excuse me, because I want to say first and foremost, I'm a writer.
Okay,
I'm a writer over anything else. Like
before the content
creating, I'm a writer. Okay. I'm a writer. But I write with the comics. I write everything, like, you know, what's going on. Basically everything that's in the book. I write the dialogue and the action. I write all that stuff, and then he takes what I write and he illustrates it. Yeah.
Okay, and then next, you're a poet.
Yes.
And am I missing anything?
Also, I'm a digital reporter and producer and host, because I have the Celebrating Black Excellence segment that I do on our website at WJBF.com. So I do that as well.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a great one, too, I miss. That's a real great one. Bro, let's start with the poetry, though, because I was having a great conversation today about how a lot of people they have this fear of doing things and starting things. Mm-hmm. And this is just me from the outside looking in. You look like you don't have that fear at all. Like, whenever you see something, to me, it looks like you just go ahead and tackle it.
Well, thank you for saying that. That's definitely not true. I have a fear, and this is crazy because, again, I started out in theater. I have a fear of the stage. Like, I have a fear of talking in front of people as myself. Like, that's a big, huge fear of mine. I hate when I was doing plays.
Oh, that's where the filmmaking came from then, because you're able to, like...
No, not necessarily. I just think, like I said, I love doing theater, but as far as that, just I can act now. Yeah. Now, if you ask me to be a character on stage, that's no problem, because I'm not myself. I'm somebody else. Oh, okay. So I'm able to embody that person. But
you're saying just being
like
yourself.
be like me. Like, so when I was doing plays, of course, at the end you have to talk. I hated that part. Like, even though I wrote it and I put the whole thing together, I put at the end I have to come right and make remarks, and I used to hate doing that because I feel like I stumble my words. I may stutter sometimes, and I feel like I'm a bumbling mess, even though people understand what I'm saying. And to me, internally, I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I hate that. I hate just talking in front of people. So when it comes to poetry, and it's funny because I was the opening feature for the final Dope Spit. Shout out to Sa Jules. So I actually did a poem called "This Stage Scares Me." And I was just open and honest about how performing my poetry is scary for me. Because also too, it's insecurity as well. Because I don't consider myself a spoken word artist. Mm-hmm. To me, a spoken word artist is somebody who can just say their poems off the dome and really perform. I just consider myself a poet, and I do poetic readings because I don't believe I have the gift of memorizing an entire poem.
Why not?
I've tried. I don't know. It is because I can memorize lines, and I think it's because to me it's just a dialogue. Mm-hmm. So I'm feeding off of the other person whoever I'm talking to.
So what's the difference between memorizing a poem and memorizing your lines?
I can't tell. I cannot tell you. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the blockage is.
Yeah.
Or why I can't. And I've tried. Like I've tried to memorize a poem, and it's not there. So I don't know what it is, man. To be honest with you, so
it must be something like when you do poetry, like that's your way of expressing yourself, and you're kind of just putting it on the paper and going away.
Absolutely. My poetry, like my deepest, most authentic self is in my poetry. Like I am completely, for lack of better words, I know I don't really use the word pause, but I know y'all use the pause on here. But for lack of better words,
oh yeah, you know we cut up on this podcast.
I know, but lack of better words though, it's a nakedness when it comes to my poetry. It's like I'm literally like putting it all out there for like. And it's more so for me. It's like, again, it's for me to get my feelings out without going on a rampage on social media.
Bruh, speaking of nakedness, you had us rolling when you went to the nude beach, bro. You had us rolling, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It was hilarious.
Oh, God.
What made you always want to do that?
I have to remember. So I'm gonna ask you a question, but it's a dichotomy because I have to remember I'm a grown man. But at the same time, I always thinking like, damn, my mom gonna watch this. But I don't think my dad don't be really doing too. Like my mom, I'm gonna say this. My mom doesn't do too much either. But I'm just saying, it's just in the back of my mind. Like I'm like the stuff I'm gonna say. Like my mom's gonna probably watch or listen to this. But
trying to filter what you're saying?
I'm trying to filter, but no. But what made me want to go to? I've always wanted to go to one. Like I enjoy the human body.
What kind of experiences did you have there? Did you see some stuff there you liked?
I saw a lot of things that I liked.
Okay.
That's all you gonna get. That's all you gonna get. But no, it was a great experience. Honestly though, and also true transparency, I have I'm not fully comfortable in my own skin, in my own body. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was liberating, like to just really take off the clothes and just really be like, oh, okay. It ain't, it ain't nothing. And like I said, just to be, I just felt free.
Yeah.
And like I said, again, it wasn't nothing crazy going on because they don't allow that on the beach. Because the beach I went to, the new beach I went to, they have two sides. They have the nude side, then they have the family friendly side. So,
which beach is this?
I cannot think of the name of it. I was in Miami, but I cannot think of the name. I can't remember the name of the beach. But like they literally have signs that say no, like you cannot have like sexual intercourse, and so you can't be doing all that on the beach, or you would definitely get arrested.
Yeah.
So, but everybody's and also the nakedness is optional. It's like you don't have to be naked on that side.
That's awkward though. Like having clothes on.
That's what I said. I was like, I don't see, because I was telling one of my friends about it. He was like, yeah, if I go, I'm just gonna wear clothes. I'm like, but you would be the weirdo, because like honestly, people would be looking at you like you are trying to do something, because like you were what's the word, like people that just be looking at people like a peeping Tom.
Yeah, peeping Tom. Yeah.
So it's like people will be looking at you like, because you standing there just watching with your clothes on, everybody else ain't got nothing on. You just kind of look, you look crazy. I'm telling you. Like,
did you interact with any strangers?
Did I interact with any strangers? I spoke to people.
And was it weird? Did they look down when you walked up to them, or they walked up to you? Did they? I don't know. I don't remember. This topic make you uncomfortable.
It's not necessarily uncomfortable. It's just the fact, though. Again, I'm trying to choose my words. But no, I don't honestly, no, for real. I don't think anybody looked down.
Yeah, but you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, I looked down a few times. I mean, but no, I just like I said, I enjoyed the experience. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I was like, yeah, this is dope, and I'm definitely gonna go back and do this again. So
yeah, I didn't even have that question planned, but because you said the nakedness, that made me think about it, and I thought that was interesting. But yeah, back to what we was talking about though. So next, let's go to the comics. What made you start doing the comics? Because I'm still under the impression that when you think of something you want to do, you just go ahead and do it. I know you said you still have this fear. I view you as fearless though.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna answer that question too. But I'm just a firm believer. What happened to me in college is when I wanted to do my first series, and the guy that worked at the school, he was over the college television program or whatever, and he said he would look at my stuff, and he never did. Like, he never looked at it. From that point on, I was like, oh, this journey, I'm gonna have to start doing stuff on my own. Like, it was because I always envisioned myself writing for somebody. I always wanted to write for. I always wanted to write for television, and I always picture I would have a job just writing. That's what I would be doing. But I never in a million years thought I would be doing my own thing, and people would watch it and receive it. So that was never really, like I said, a goal of mine to be doing it independently. So with the comics, a lot of people may not know, whatever. I'm a huge superhero nerd. I love
DC or Marvel?
Marvel all day.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvel all day. I like DC, but if I had to pick one, I'm definitely gonna go with Marvel.
Yeah, Batman's my favorite, but I'm still Marvel.
Yeah, I love Batman. I love Batman. I'm old. I like the Adam West Batman.
I do too. That's my favorite, dog.
I love Adam West Batman.
I like how cheesy it is too.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so and I'm gonna ask you this. I know this is your pod, but which the Batman movies? Mm-hmm. Which one's your favorite Batman movie?
You know which one's my favorite. The one with Heath Ledger.
Okay.
I think that's going to forever be the best Batman movie of all time. That Batman movie was flawless. It was perfect. Don't get me wrong. The third one of the trilogy was good too. And I know a lot of people was criticizing it because it wasn't as good as the second one, but I still feel like it was a good finale for the trilogy.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be the silly one because I always get teased about this. My favorite Batman is Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin?
Yes, it's my favorite one.
The one
with George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney wasn't a good Batman.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
am I
when he was
Mr.
Right? Freeze. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Bro, when he was Mr. Freeze, I'm gonna be honest
and
with
Uma
you.
Thurman is Poison Ivy.
They had Poison Ivy and they had the original Bane. And I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I thought that movie was decent. I think everybody
people hate that
over
movie,
criticized that movie.
People hate that movie.
It was super corny. The writing was bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it wasn't as bad as everybody said. I give it like a 5.5.
That movie is I love that. That's my favorite. It's so nostalgic for me. My dad took me and my sister to go see that movie. I just remember
What year was that?
I cannot remember.
I'm about to look.
I can't remember. I just remember the McDonald's cups.
Yeah,
it was just a time. I had the sticker book. Like I said, that I think the reason why I love that movie so much is because it's
1997.
Okay, yeah, it's nostalgic. I think it's just a nostalgic movie. It was just a beautiful time to be alive, and that's why I like I said. But to me, I thought the storyline was good. I like the storyline. I like the acting. Was George Clooney the best Batman? No,
he wasn't a good Batman, and the Poison Ivy part of the story was really bad. That's what was bad about it, and the Mr. Freeze part didn't really make sense.
I'll tell you what I didn't like the Batgirl part. I will say that.
Yeah,
because Alicia Silverstone was Batgirl.
Yeah, but Robin was cool as hell.
Yeah,
they made Robin cool.
How do you think it would have been if Marlon would have played Mark? You know, Marlon Wayans originally auditioned for that role. He talks about it.
I don't think it would have been good at all.
Yeah,
bro, I had this thing, dog. I'm gonna say it on the pod. I told Big Keen I was gonna say this on pods, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I have this thing where I feel like we need to stop trying to make white characters black. I just think it's weird. So Big King asked me a controversial question. He said, "So what you think about the mermaid?" And I said, "I want to leave that alone." But I still feel how I feel. I'm just not gonna say it. But I think sometimes, like, I remember they was saying, what's the old boy name? Was supposed to be Superman. What's Michael B. Jordan? They was like, Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be Superman. And I was like, why? Why do we want to make these characters, like, just let them have it?
I will say, I'll preface this. I will say I'm always rooting for everybody black. However, I will say I prefer that we as black people, we create our own
Yes, that's exactly
black
what I said,
characters versus, like you said, trying to make ourselves fit into their narrative by making these characters African American.
Yes.
So I would prefer like let's create our own.
Because if it's a Black Santa movie, I want him to have dreads.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. So now it's a whole new character.
I'm not mad at that. But to answer your question, that's really, really why I created Chosen, because I wanted to create a world where we have black people with superpowers. Like I said, I love that type of stuff. Like I said, I love X-Men.
And tell the people what Chosen is.
Chosen is a comic. It's about a vigilante. His name's Aaron. He has the ability. He's a locator, and he also can erase memories. So he's basically, like I said, doing his part to stop crime in the city. And his father is missing, but he thinks his father's missing, but his father's actually not missing. What's happening is his father is, for lack of better words, kidnapping these other superpowered people. So in each issue, you meet different people that have special abilities. We already have 3 issues out now. I'll probably start writing on the 4th one next year. So,
how'd you come up with this?
So actually, Chosen started out as a short. It was a short film that I wrote. Because again, I'm into the superpower stuff. I love that stuff, and it started off as a short. We shot it, and the end product didn't turn out the best.
And tell me why. I gotta know.
No,
because you made
yeah. I mean,
you got me interested.
No, it's not seriously, because it was just certain things. It was just certain because I didn't edit it. I didn't edit this one. And it was just certain things that weren't edited correctly. Certain takes were used that shouldn't have been used. There was just different things that happened. And because the person that did was supposed to edit at the beginning, he quit on the direct. Brandon, my work cousin, Brandon, he was the director, and at the time he had got somebody to edit it, and that person just disappeared. So we had to get somebody else to do it at the last minute, and they're coming in helping out, doing us a solid. And like I said, the things again, they just didn't come together. And I had it up briefly, but then I took it down. I was just like, I just didn't want that out there. So we had planned on doing it again, reshooting it, and we still haven't, because again, people's lives have changed. Different things have happened.
It got special effects and everything.
It got special effects. And that was another thing. The special effects weren't right. It was just different things that just weren't there.
I still want to see it.
I'll show you. I got it.
So if you didn't like how the edit was, why not re-edit it and make it into a parody like Blank Man?
No, we're not doing that. Even though Blank Man is one of my favorite films, I love Blank Man. Yeah. I watch it all the time.
You just didn't want to do that with that.
I did not. Absolutely
how you feel about it.
Absolutely not. But to answer your question about why we just re-edit, because then the files ended up getting corrupted. The hard drive got corrupted.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. So it was honestly, Slim. I have a hard drive that has some of the footage on it, but doesn't have all of it. Because I found I was going through my hard drive. I got a buttload of hard drives. I got 50.
Yeah.
So,
because you an OG content creator.
I am. I'm OG. 1000%. I think
I got 5.
I'm pre-YouTube content creator. But
what's the first camera you had?
ooh, man, I don't even know my cameras, bro. But the first camera I ever had was one of them family recorders, like them family reunion recorders. That's the very first camera. It was like I think JVC. Like it was the
and you were shooting on that? You were shooting films on that and shows?
Not necessarily films, but like I shot my first show college days on using one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now I ain't start shooting the films until I got the Canon.
Okay.
When I got the Canon, that's when I started doing films. But yeah, so that's what we talking about? Oh, the edit. Yeah. So that's why I could have just re-edited it because I definitely would have just done it because I knew what takes that needed to be used. And so we still have not. We've been wanting to reshoot it. We still have not reshot it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to turn this into a comic. And I had just actually one of my coworkers. He's a real avid comic reader, and he got like I was talking to him about different comics and stuff. I was like, I think I want to create my own comic. And so I had the chosen story, and I was like, all right, we're gonna make this into a comic. So I had that script for the short film, and we turned that script into the comic. And I actually chosen also originally when I originally wrote the short, I wanted it to be a series, like an actual series, and so I had scripts. So issue 2 and 3 are from the scripts I wrote when it was supposed to be a series. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check that comic book out. You still got it on Amazon.
It's all on Amazon. Yeah, right? It's on Amazon. It's the you can get the print or you can download it on Kindle. It's all on Amazon.
Now let's go to the filmmaking side of things.
Okay.
And you can answer the question, how do you get films on Tubi?
So I can tell you how I have films on Tubi. I don't know everybody else's journey. Yeah. Tubi journey. So I have a distributor. I have several actually. But
how did you get the distributor?
So shout out to Maverick Entertainment. That's my distributor. That's one of my distributors. I got the distributor because I got started on a web series, and one of my web series, Sweet Mahogany, it was in the Miami Web Fest. Maverick was there, and they, from what I was told, they specifically came to the festival. One of the reasons they came to the festival because they wanted to offer us a distribution because they had seen and heard about Sweet Mahogany. So we got offered a distribution based off of that. And so I had to turn, Sweet Mahogany was a series, I had to turn it into a film. So I basically put all the episodes together and mushed them to where it was like a movie. So that's how I got the distribution with Maverick. And I had been working with them since we got it in 2019. And then the first movie came out in 2020. I think that's right. Yeah, I know the first movie came out in 2020. Yeah. That's right. 2019, 2020. Yeah. So we started working with them in 2019. The first movie came out in 2020. And
they distribute to all these places.
So they distribute to all the platforms. They have the relationship. So that's what a distributor does. They are the ones that connect to these streaming platforms, and they're the ones that they basically send it out and to get it distributed. Or that the streamers have to make the decision they want to carry it on their platform. So Maverick is the one that is the reason why I have movies on Peacock, Tubi, Amazon Prime, and Roku channel, all the other ones too that you see the movies on. But like I said, I have several. I also work with ITN Studios. They distributed the two the assistant, the other side of me, and then the assistant 2 that's coming out next year, and then Homestead Entertainment. They did my 3. Now I have 3 shows that are on Tubi: My Life, Brotherhood, and Peace Be Still. So they distributed those, and then Man Entertainment or Man Distribution. I have a Kwanzaa movie out. They distributed that. So
you have 3 distributors.
4. Yes.
Did you name all 4?
I did. Maverick, ITN Studios, Homestead Entertainment, and Man Entertainment or Man Distribution.
All right, so another question my dog Blue wanted to know is how does the distribution deal work? He also wanted me to ask you about money, but I know you're not going to talk about money on here. But how does the distribution work?
So the distribution, like I said, it's pretty much about building that relationship as far as like you know, to get that distribution. It's like anything else with a job. Like you got to build that relationship and show the consistency in your work so that they want to distribute your product. Now, as far as how distribution itself works, I have no idea. I do the movie, send it to them, they handle the rest of it. And then I find out whenever the movie comes out. So I don't know exactly what happens with the distribution leg. And then to go back to the Tubi question, because Tubi is definitely changing. I don't know if people know that or not. Like, it's just, if you notice a lot more, they're showing a lot more mainstream stuff on Tubi. And for people who don't know, also, Tubi is owned by Fox. So they are showing a lot more mainstream stuff, and you notice a lot more mainstream entertainers are now doing independent stuff too. So to me, it appears that they are attracting more mainstream stuff, and they're catering towards more mainstream artists. Now they still take independent stuff. They're still doing that, but it's the format and the way they're doing things is changing. Yeah. So,
and they're gonna start charging soon. Also,
I definitely won't argue with you on that. I believe
coming very soon.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
So,
which I feel like they should have stayed with the platform of having independent films, because I know a lot of people that love watching independent films, and a lot of people don't know this, that Quentin Tarantino and them started out making independent films. Like, of course, everybody did, but like that was his thing starting out.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think, but obviously, of course, money makes the world go round. So with this mainstream stuff, it equates to more money. So they're gonna go where the cream at.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So I mean, not saying that independent is not doing it. That's a lot of independent people doing their thing, like, for sure. But like I said again, it Tubi's attracting more of a mainstream audience and more mainstream artists. So it's like they're gonna do what they can to cater towards them to, again, make sure the money comes back into their wheelhouse. So I would just say independents definitely still keep doing your thing, but just know that they are tightening up on a lot of things. So like it's gonna be more than just, let me get a camera and press record. Yeah. Like, your stuff gotta really, be on point to the best of your ability.
Do you foresee you ever going back to shooting full time again?
Slim, I have when you say shooting, you mean like me actually filming, like me actually picking up the camera?
Yeah.
Slim, I have
how you was before.
Slim, I have no desire to do production. Like,
are you just burnt out?
Me physically doing the camera stuff, I have no desire. Like, I've been like, I will say this: I'm not because I have rested, because I've been doing this thing for 20 plus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was extremely burnt out. Like, even in I was having a conversation with somebody in my last projects. As I'm watching it, I can tell that I'm burnt out.
Why is that?
It was just certain things.
What was the things about it?
It was just certain things. Not, again, quality is still good, but it was just certain things, like, I could just tell by the way I shot certain things, by the way certain things looked. I was like, yeah, I could have definitely tightened up on that.
Did it look lazy or something?
It looks lazy.
Yeah.
It looks lazy. So, again, I'm definitely not taking away from the actors. The actors did their thing. I'm talking about me, like my performance in a couple of the last few projects. I'm just like,
you're really hard on yourself, aren't you?
Extremely.
Yeah.
But I could tell, like, as I'm watching, because even right now I'm editing the last season of Bondage. We shot that, like early last year. We shot that early last year. We're releasing it January 3rd.
Last year, like 2023?
Yes. No. I'm sorry. Early this year. I'm already in 2025. We shot this.
See you in the future, though.
We shot Bondage early of. No, Slim, was it 2023? I don't know. I just know we shot it a while ago, and We're releasing it January 3rd, 2025. And I'm looking, as I'm editing, I'm looking at it. Again, it's great quality stuff. And like I said, the actors are doing an amazing job. But I just know for me, I know how I felt as I'm editing. I'm like, I was really tired. Shooting Assistant 2, I was tired. Shooting Sweet Mahogany 3, I was forcing myself to finish. Even with editing the Assistant 2, because it was so much to go into that. The Assistant 2 was the first time that I shot with a Blackmagic. Now, For the Love of Christmas 2 was shot with the Blackmagic, but I had a whole crew. They was doing all that. Shout out to Quincy and One Core Media and BBI. So they did all that. The Assistant 2, I actually was shooting that with the assistance of Quincy. He came in a couple of weekends, but the majority of everything, I shot that. And so for people who know, a Blackmagic, like that's like top of the line cinema stuff. And so like,
yeah, that's a cinema camera.
Yeah, so that was like my first time shooting with that. So with going into editing, like I had to, I went through several people to help with color correction. They were going to help, but they was charging an ass amount of money. I didn't have it. So I finally hooked the shout out to Corey Green. He bless his heart. He was like, "Hey man, I'll take it." He had never color corrected a film before, so he came in and helped me out a lot. And I had to go.
You shot it in log?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. Like I don't even know what I did.
My bad. I'm asking you nerd questions.
No, you good. Like I don't remember. Like I don't know. Like I said, I just went to my boy Quincy. I said, Quincy, please put it in the format I need. That's what I do with all my cameras. I go to somebody that's really into cameras, and I'm like, hey, put it in the format I need to do it, and then just get back to me.
Yeah.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a production guy. I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I'm a producer.
But you forced to wear many hats.
I got
get to where you got to go.
Because again, I'm not the type of person that's going to wait for somebody to give me the opportunity. I'm going to make my own opportunities. So if people don't want to do it, I'm going to figure out how to do it. Yeah. I'm going to keep it pushing. Now, it might not be the best thing, but at least my stuff is out there, and I'm consistent with it. And I think that's what's got me through the years of why people have been wanting to work with me, is because of my consistency. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, with the assistants, like I said, we had to do a lot of color grading. Again, I could tell that these last couple of projects, I was like really tired. I was burnt out. So I needed to step away, or I was going to throw something. But like I said, keeping in mind, I know a lot of people was like, people are like, no, you can't stop. I never said I was stopping being a creative. I just said I wasn't filming no more. Yeah. So as you know,
because you still got projects coming out.
I still got projects coming out. I had projects come out this year. I got projects coming out next year. I always got stuff in the arsenal. And then I went ahead and decided to do a whole animation. Yeah. So I was like, because my shout out to Josh Abrams. He's my animated friend. He's, like I said, he's the one that does the animations and stuff. And I've done voices for him. And I've always wanted to be a voice of a cartoon. So Josh gave me my first opportunity to be a voice of a lot of his projects. And I was like, I want to create something for me. Like, I want to create a Karlton cartoon. So he's the man behind that. He animated that for me. And like I said, yes, I'm always going to be doing. I'm always writing. I tell people all the time, I'm always writing. This gave me the opportunity stepping away from filmmaking, gave me the opportunity to write the books. The book I want to do, like I said, the poetry book I want to get out, these comics. So like, that's my joy. That's my peace, is when I write. And so production, filming and stuff for me was a hindrance. I know that sounds harsh to people, but I was like, it just got to the point where it wasn't, I was starting to hate it. And I was just like, bruh, something got to change. I need to step away for a second, because I can't. So
the cartoon, I got a real important question. This question is definitely for me.
Okay.
Why did the cartoon end with the birthday? Like, and that birthday looked kind of like sad and depressing. Tell me, because I know every episode was based off something that happened in real life.
Yes.
Because I think all the stories from every episode, you told me the stories before. Okay. I never heard the birthday story.
Okay. Yeah, let's get into it. So I actually specifically wanted to. When I did this, when I wrote them, I knew that I wanted to release the last episode on my actual birthday because my birthday was actually on October 1st, and I released that episode, the season finale, on my birthday. So the story behind that is I was talking to her for a year and some change. I'm talking about talking. It was no like we were boyfriend, girlfriend. We were talking. And she decided that I was not ready for a relationship. This happened on Valentine's Day. She was like, we're not, I wanted to make things official. She said I wasn't ready. And that was that. So on my birthday, I literally went on Facebook, and it was me, my sister, and one of my former friends. We was all sitting in the living room at my grandfather's house, and I looked on social media, and like she literally had got engaged on my birthday. Like,
God damn.
Like it literally was like, oh my God, I'm engaged now, and it was like on my birthday, like literally October 1st. Everybody knows my birthday's on October 1st. I don't care.
Hold up. So Valentine's Day, she told you she wasn't ready for a relationship.
No, she said I wasn't. She said I wasn't ready.
Oh, you wasn't ready
for a relationship. She said she looked me in my face and said, I Karlton, you're not ready for a relationship.
And that's because she thought you worked too hard.
I guess. I don't know. It's all good because honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like I saved her from a lot of heartache. So hindsight's 2020. So it's something.
Why do you think that though?
To keep it a bean, I don't think that monogamy is for me. Not saying I'm trying to be like in 50 relationships. What I'm saying is I think I am set up to be single. I think so. So
I don't believe you.
No, bro. Okay.
You know why I don't believe you?
Why you say that?
Because, and I did have this one planned, because you've been posting a lot about how
my situationships.
Yep, and you feel like dating.
So there's a difference between situationships and me wanting to be married. At one point in time in my life, I definitely wanted to be married. Like I thought my life was gonna be
like your
totally
parents.
different. Yeah, 1,000%. I was prepared. My thinking, because you be watching these shows on TV and you think that's how your life gonna be. I'm thinking I'm gonna be
the Huxtables.
No, not in the Huxtables. I thought I was gonna be getting out of college, get married, right? Have a job, get married, have a kid. So in my mind right now at 39, I would have had my 3 kids already, and me and my spouse are in the house, and we, whatever. So that's what my thinking was. But as I've gotten older, I've seen things, I've experienced things, and I don't feel like marriage is for me. But
what made you get to that point though?
What
something happened to get you there.
I'm gonna say being a part of situations where people were being a part of situations, because I have a poem. It's called "Story of a Side Nigga." So I've been a side before.
Oh shit, Karlton.
So
not to a married girl, right?
I've been a side to somebody that would some people that have been in relationships.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. So. Okay. Yes, I have. Like I said in my poetry, I talked about it. So I've been, but I just feel like, for me, seeing, I guess I'm jaded, and I have a poem in my book called "Jaded." So I think for me, just being jaded from, and it's my fault in getting into these situations, but dealing with that, just seeing that people are not really serious about their relationships or their commitments. But also too with me, I just feel like because I have dealt with heartbreak, even on the not the side part, but like just actually being involved and being in these situations, people that are not in a relationship, I'm talking about actual other situations, just having my heart broken before, I just think I am to the point where I just don't want to deal with all that. That's where I'm at now. Now I'm saying that now. Now ask me this 5 years from now, things may change. Because again, like I said in my 20s, or I thought I would be married and all happy and joyful and everything. Like you said, I think because my parents are a great. My parents set a great example for me and my siblings. My parents set an amazing example. Are they perfect? Absolutely not. But they have for me, they set the bar. I'm not that person that do the whole. Nobody relationship is goals for me, but I look up to my parents and their marriage and what they have endured and how they continue to hold it together and and still be committed in their marriage. So I look up to that. But just in our generation, our group of people, yeah, I just feel like the water's full of pee and I ain't trying to be urinated on. so yeah, no. I know I'm all around the world to answer your question, but yeah, that's just my
Nah, that's what I needed to hear.
My thing with love right now, bro. To be honest with you, bro, like it's a convoluted thing for me. Like I said, some days I be wanting companionship, other days I want to be left alone. Don't bother me.
So what does 60-year-old single Karlton look like? Why'd you start laughing when I said that?
Because you went to 60. I don't like, bro. That's crazy.
Because that's our parents' age.
My parents aren't 60 yet, but
I mean, my mom ain't neither, but like she's about to be there.
That's just what I'm saying. I thought about it. I said no, because my dad will be 60 next year.
Hold on, my mom is 60. I'm tripping.
My dad will be 60 next year. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I heard him at the cigar shop talking about what he was planning for his 60th.
I found out that he's already started planning his 60th birthday. Like, sir, let us do stuff for you. But what does 60-year-old Karlton look like? I don't know, bro. I can't even tell you. I don't know. I have no idea. I know that I will have room enough in my house for my nieces and nephews to come over. I know this. I don't think I have it in me to be anybody's dad. I think I make an amazing uncle. So like I said again, I'll have plenty of room for my nieces and nephews whenever they want to come over. If they need to, if the parents want to drop them off at my house. Well,
how you feel about being an older parent if you were to be an older parent? Are you okay with that?
I would be okay with that. I would be fine with that. Like I said, I always tell people if you see me have a kid, it's because it was by accident. It literally is an accident like that. I have a child. Like now, like I said, now, like if you see me with a pregnancy announcement and some pictures popping up, then it definitely was an accident. So
I can't be no old parent, dog. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
I'm not saying I want to be. I don't want to be, but if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, of course I'll just be like, that's great. I mean, I'm gonna embrace it. But do I plan on being an older parent? No, I'm good. I don't. I like my life, bro. I like being able to pick up and do what I want to do. I like being able. I don't have any risk. I'm saying I do have responsibilities, but I don't have to worry about the well-being of somebody that I'm responsible for. Like when you're a parent, you have to live your life like you're responsible for other people.
But do you think you at 60 years old, do you think you will be lonely?
That's a good question. To be honest with you, it depends. I think I'll have my moments where I'll probably look back and be like, what if? But I think I'll be all right. I think I'll be fine. I think I will be, because family's everything to me. And so I think I will definitely have the love and support of my family that I do have, that I won't be lonely, but I can understand having those moments of where like dang, I wonder what my life. Cause I have them now. Like I wonder what alternate Karlton is doing. I believe in alternate universes. I wonder what.
That's interesting.
I do. I know it's weird to hear that from me.
What do you think though? What do you think he's doing?
What I think Karlton. I think Karlton. Alternate Karlton is right now. Because I think alternate Karlton still doesn't cook. Because I don't cook. I hate cooking. But I think alternate Karlton is like doing whatever he is. He just got off work. He helping the kids with the homework right now.
Oh, alternate Karlton is a family man.
Alternate Karlton is definitely a family man. Alternate Karlton.
I thought you were gonna say alternate Karlton is like this player ass nigga that
no,
got these girls and
I don't
he
think
got like 3 baby mamas. I also think you like vicariously like live through your film sometimes.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I think
I always said that.
I think honestly a lot of my writing, like I said, I do write my situations, things that I have been through, things that I've done through some of my characters. So in a way, I do live through my characters, through some of them. Now some of the stuff these characters be doing, I don't do that. That's just imagination working. But like I said, for the most part, a lot of these characters that you have seen from me, there's a part of me in them. So, like I said, I believe in just being authentic with my art. So, and like I said, just to even go back to the poetry, like I said, even just sharing with you about me, I've experienced being a side. Like, like I said, I'm 39. I have had experiences, and it's like I can't sit up here and act like I've never had these life experiences before just to keep up this particular image. And I know we work in an industry that image is everything, but at the same time, I believe in being authentic and I believe in being transparent to a degree. Y'all don't need to know every single thing about me, but for the most part, I'm going to be open and honest about the things that I've been through, and the things that I've experienced. So, like I said, you asked me that about, and again, what's funny, people can't expose what you put out. Because people be trying to play that game like, well, I'm going to tell. It's already out there. Like I tell people all the time, my stuff, it's in my poetry. If you read it, you already know what's out there about me. So it is what it is. So yeah, I just believe in being authentic. So yeah. But yeah, alternate Karlton alternate Karlton, I think about him being the family man and being that support system for the spouse, going to work, making the money, coming home to the kids, and the spouse, and just being the family guy. So, yeah.
What's your most relatable character?
Oh, that's a good question. Out of all of them, like the film and television? Series?
Yeah, everything.
Oh, shoot. Well, Brotherhood is my favorite series. I've always said that. I stand true to that. That's my favorite series that I've ever created. I love that series because again, it allowed me to be vulnerable as a man and to really talk about the different things that we as men experience and really be true and authentic to that. So, however, my most relatable character, to be honest, and this is not necessarily me per se, but I want to say Bond from Bondage, because if you ever seen Bondage, he's somebody that deals with a sex addiction. And I believe there are many people out there who deal with sex addictions, but they're not going to talk about it. That's something, it's a taboo issue, taboo situation.
Oh, I talk about it a lot with my friends. And I rank them.
And you what?
I rank them.
You rank them?
Yeah.
What does that
on hypersexuality, I rank them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got a whole list, and I tell them where they are on the list.
Wow. Interesting.
Because I think, first off, I'm gonna be honest and open. Okay. When I was a kid, I was extremely addicted to porn.
Okay.
Extremely, and I started watching porn very young. Probably like 2nd, 3rd grade. Like I was tripping because I always been like a nerd, a computer nerd. So I was on porn crazy, bro. And I didn't start like realizing it and getting off of it until like I got in high school and I started noticing that these little virtual ideals you have in your head, you're putting into your real life, and you're starting to, you know, act weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then that's when I realized like it was an issue, and as I got older, like I controlled it. I had better control of it, and I dealt with it better. I'm not on that Ted Bundy shit though, thinking that like people that watch porn are gonna do some crazy shit. Because I don't know if you're familiar with Ted Bundy like that, but before he died, he was trying to stop them from killing him, and he told them that the reason why he did it was because of porn.
Oh wow!
And that they should stop porn and not kill him and just get rid of porn. That was like one of his last like interviews. That motherfucker crazy though.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're 100% right. A lot of people do deal with sex addictions and don't know how to deal with it, and even deeper, they normalize it.
Yeah. So I think that to me, especially in this day and age, I think Bond is my most relatable character. People may not want to admit that, but I think it is.
You feel like you dealt with addiction before?
To a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree. I think yeah. If I'm honest, I think to a degree, you know, when it comes to sex, I think I've had to deal with that. And I think and to be honest, dealing with it through my art, to be honest with you. And of course also too, just being transparent with God. Like I said, my relationship to God is everything. You know, I at one point I was ashamed of it because I felt like I was ashamed of, you know, what I was dealing with when it came to sex, because, you know, you're supposed to be this saved man, this, you know, Christian or whatever. And also not really having people to talk about it with. I think we hide in shame. And once you're open and honest, I think once I was able to really reevaluate my relationship with God and what it truly meant to be saved, then I really understood, okay, yeah, I can really be open with God about the things I'm dealing with and really just talk to him about it, and, you know, and just kind of just go from there. And also to keep it a being too, I do want to go to therapy. Not for that, but just other things. I do want to go to it, but I mean, I just, you know, it costs money.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's keep it honest.
Nobody ever says that.
Nobody says. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's easy. People say, well, just go to therapy. No, you know, it just like everything else in this world, it costs money. So but I do want to go to a therapy session just to talk about my life. I've never been to a therapy session, so I would love to experience that. You know, like I said, because I do believe it would help. So, you know, just if anything. So, but like I said, I'm just with the life, and like I said again, I want to make sure I don't want people to be like, oh, he got sex problems. No, it's not that. It had nothing to do with that. but I have dealt with that. I think we all have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of a real life situation.
In some sort of fashion, we all have. So yeah.
Make sure this computer's straight.
My phone, my computer's going to be an hour too. I got it on time.
Yeah, how did you feel about being that open and honest just then, though?
I think it's liberating. I think I'm getting to the point where in my life where I have to live in my truth. Yeah. Not to be honest about just different things that I've experienced, because I feel like in talking you help other people that may be dealing or struggling with what you're dealing with, so or what you have dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So like I said again, I'm bro. I honor and revere my parents so much. Like, it's not a fear thing. It's not like I'm afraid about what they're gonna say, what they're gonna do. I just honor and revere my parents, and so I do care about what they think. And I also want to make sure that I'm a proper representation of how they raised me.
Yeah.
So that's important to me. However, I also have had to deal with the dichotomy of, okay, I still have to be who I am and still be honest about the situations that I've dealt with. So when you ask me those questions, I mean, I can sit up here and come up and try to act like I'm innocent and, you know, I'm never done or never experienced anything, but that's not me. I'm being a hypocrite because I'm always talking about being authentic and I'm up here not being truthful.
Yeah.
And you're not asking me in a messy way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was coming at me with some messy Wendy Williams stuff, I'd be like, all right, this interview's over.
Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't do that here, bro.
Nah, I know, but honestly, bro, because again, we have a rapport, we have a relationship, so I don't mind having these open conversations with you. Now, if you was somebody like for instance, I would have just like when we first met,
yeah,
you was asking me this stuff. Nah, I wouldn't have answered it. I don't know you. I don't know you, and I don't trust you.
I would have worded it different though, way different.
I still probably would not have answered.
For real?
Because I don't know you.
Bro, I would have worded it so perfect, though.
I don't know you.
See, bro, one thing people don't know about me, bro, I actually have really good social skills.
You're amazing.
I know people think that, like, man, this boy a little rough around the edges.
No,
crazy. I'm great at talking.
But it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with our relationship. Our relationship has grown to the point to where I can open up to you about this stuff.
Yeah.
Again, when I first met you through Maine, I didn't know you. So I'm not, if you were to say, hey, Karlton, come on the pod, like the first time we did the pod, if you'd asked me that then, I would have skated around that answer.
Yeah.
I would not have skated around that question. I would not have answered it as open and authentically as I did today.
Yeah.
Because we've grown to that point to where I felt comfortable to doing so.
I'm glad you picked this podcast to be vulnerable on. Though. You know what I'm saying? Because like they said when it was like 2 podcast episodes ago, they said I'm in my Dr. Phil bag. So I feel like that's this era of my pod, and I am in my Dr. Phil bag. Like the people who I got coming up on the pod, I'm getting even crazier in my Dr. Phil bag.
Oh, cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I got in my Dr. Phil bag good on this one.
You did. It's low key. Low key.
I got in my Dr. Phil
low
bag,
key.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know this is your pod, but I want to go back to animation real quick. You had a gripe about, because Slim is one of the voices in animation. You had a gripe. You kept texting me about it. I was like, bro, leave it alone.
Okay. Here it is. I was joking for real though. Like
okay.
I'm dead ass joking.
Okay.
But I did wish I just looked like a little cooler in that gent. You know what I'm saying? Like
wait, you look cooler in the animation?
I wish I looked a little bit cooler.
Oh.
But then I had to sit there and think. I was like, damn, I do look like that.
So having locks make you look cooler?
Nah. The locks part was a joke. But the serious part was like, damn, that's what I used to look like. But so like it gave me a flashback. Like, and for the people listening, I was the voice in as a character in one of his animations. And somebody asked me too, was that a story about me and you for real? And I was like, hell no.
No. So
I ain't even that kind of person.
No. So again, that character is a mixture of several people.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was just one person.
No, it's a mixture of several people.
Oh.
So, the situation again in the animation, the situation. I mean, it's called Karlton's World, so it's based off of different situations that have happened. Mm-hmm. But I took different situations that happened in that particular episode. I took situations that actually happened in life and put it all in that one episode. As far as like dealing with that type of subject of you doing so much for people, and then they turn around and flip it on you like you have not done anything for them, and then they try to act like real brand new with it. So that's what that was. So
in the episode, the character basically like asks you for money, you send him the money, and then when it comes down, I guess the character is an actor. When it comes down to doing a project, the character also asks you to send over a reel for him. And you asked him if you wanted it to be from your films, and he's like, nah. And then when you asked him to do some work with him, he told you he wanted to charge you.
Right. So like I said, basically it's been situations where, you know, and I have no issue. Again, please don't take this the wrong way. I have no issue in giving. I have no, especially with to somebody I love and that I cherish. I have no issue in it. The problem comes in where you have given so much to people, but they act like that you've never done anything for them. And then again, when you have done so much for them, a lot of times for free, then it's like, okay, when you need something from them, it's like, okay, well, I'm about to charge you this asinine amount of money. And I'm like, but we all supposed to be in this together. Like, we all supposed to be grinding it out together.
Bro, has the people from these situations hit you up?
I don't even think they watched it, honestly, so.
Oh, these are people you fell out with. Like, y'all fell out completely. These wasn't just like small situations from like someone y'all got over it. These are people you like completely fell out with.
Some of them. Some, yeah. But it's all good. I feel like that's what we as artists do. We talk about our life experiences.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm sure I'm the villain in somebody's story too.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is.
But I just said this earlier today. Everybody has their story they tell, right? And for some odd reason, when people tell their story, they're always Scarfacing their story. They went in the bathroom and snorted a mountain of cocaine, and they came out with a Tommy gun, and everybody looked at them like the bad guy, and they didn't do nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. But how we view them and the character they play in our stories, they're like Franklin the fucking Turtle. Mm. Like in our stories, they went and did some stupid shit, and we chastised them for it, like on a Franklin the Turtle story. You know what I'm saying? So like, life is just all about perspectives.
Right.
Most people's perspectives be fucked up.
That's I agree with that. I mean, like I said again, if you were to ask the people that these stories are possibly about, if you ask them their side of it, I'm sure it'll be completely different. So I mean, but it's always three sides. It's your side, their side, and the truth. So I mean, it is what it is. But again, first of all, I have no reason to lie about anything. Second of all, again, of course, I'm going to tell you things from my perspective. So, even with the episode that parodied the Power Ranger situation,
I was just about to say something about that because I seen him recently like doing an interview saying how he had money issues.
Listen,
and I was like, dang, that's what he get for doing that to Karlton. That's the first thing I thought when I seen it.
That's funny, bro. Man. When I first did this animation, that was actually the first episode that I wrote. That
bothered you that much?
Bro, he ruined my childhood.
That's crazy.
That's funny. No, he didn't ruin my childhood. Let me stop. But no, but seriously, bro.
He really was your favorite Power Ranger?
Zach was my favorite Power Ranger. You can't tell me I was not the Black Power Ranger. Bro, he was, to me, that was the first black person that I that I saw on television that looked like me and was saving the world.
Yeah.
And that had special powers. He was a Power Ranger. So to me, Zach was everything, bro. And like he was mad cool, man. Like the character was mad cool, bro.
But he was dancing and he ain't had no lineup.
So as you get older, you realize that.
I knew when I was a kid.
Nah, I didn't.
Like something ain't right, bro.
I didn't. I won't focus on that. I'll focus on the dude can black. Dude can do. First of all, he black. He can do back flips.
Yeah.
He fight like I tried to emulate some of that stuff, and I could not do it. Obviously, I'm not a gymnast. I don't do karate. So, but like I wanted, like again, he was. At the end of the day, he was like my childhood hero, bro. So. When meeting him, like they always say, don't meet your heroes, but like I met him and it was just so disappointing to how he was acting. Like he acts like he is just this mega superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro.
You feel like you're supposed to be more humble and grateful.
1,000%. And I'm not saying you don't deserve to be paid for your services or whatever, but I'm just like, bro, like first of all, the prices was crazy. I was like, okay, and
what's the price you said on the animation?
On animation, I think I said $75. I think I said $75. But
I thought you said $500.
No. That's how much that was on your episode. Your character was trying to charge me $500.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I got them mixed up.
But no, like it would. But like I said, the price. But to me, I felt like the price was crazy just because you have former Power Rangers who actually are still doing stuff in their career. They're still doing things, and they were not charging as much as he was charging. And like, to be honest with you, he was only on 1.5 seasons of Power Rangers. He left in the middle of season 2. So it's like you wasn't even. Why did he live? You didn't even make the movie, my dude. Like, you didn't even make the Power Rangers movie.
Oh, he damn sure wasn't on the movie.
No, he was not. So it's like
they replaced him with like an Asian and white kid, right?
It was so he got replaced with Adam. Adam was the Asian kid. Was the Asian guy. He was the Black Ranger. He was the second Black Ranger.
He was full Asian? Yeah, he was full Asian. I'm tripping.
Yeah, so like I said, it was just disappointing the way he was acting to me. And like I said, and then to add injury to insult or whatever how the phrase go, for him to fine. If you don't want to do an interview with me, fine. That's your right. That's fine. But for you to not do the interview with me, but you purposely jump these white kids doing the interview, like they didn't even ask him to do an interview, my G. Like they were like just taping how the cartoon go. They was literally just filming it, and then he like leaped from his booth and was like, "Oh, what y'all doing? Oh, what y'all
trying
doing?"
to get camera time.
And they was all doing all this jigaboo dancing, like, bro, like what you doing, bro? And I'm like, bro, you did all that for these people, but you can't like do a 2-minute interview for something like for us, like, bro, like I was like that just disappointed me like to the extreme, and I'm just like, dang, bro, like, but just even going to more conventions and seeing him, like, he's definitely still living off of like 93 Power Rangers. Like, he really think he's still like that dude, and I'm just like, bruh, like, come on.
That recent Power Ranger movie they put out was crazy.
The recent Power Ranger movie?
Yeah, when it came out.
Come on, Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, the reunion movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a weird one. And he was weird in it too. Who it was? It was him and which other Power Ranger? The blue one?
Him and Zach and Billy came. Well, Zach, Billy, and
the Red Ranger. The Red
Rocky, Ranger. Catherine. Well, they were Aisha and Adam were in it too, but they weren't like Power Rangers. They worked in space. They worked so. I mean, I liked it because again, I'm going off of nostalgia. I'm gonna watch that. For people who don't know, I do a Ranger review on my YouTube page, and I thought I was gonna go back and watch watch the reunion movie. Like, so I'm not, because I was in nostalgia mode. I watched it like 4 or 5 times. I was excited because I love Power Rangers. Like, I love Power Rangers.
So you watched it 4 or 5 times. What do you give it?
What I get talking about in nostalgia, because I haven't watched it since it came out. So that
overall,
when I gave it overall, it was fantastic. Like, what's the rating? Like, what am I saying?
1 out of 10.
Watching it then, I gave it a 9.
Oh, you got to rewatch it.
I'm saying I got to rewatch it because again, I'm watching it off of nostalgia and excitement.
The storyline was horrible too.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah. I need you to watch it again ASAP, and I want that to be the next episode.
Of the Ranger Ravers?
Yeah, and I want to see your real review of this trash ass movie.
Oh man,
that movie was real bad.
Not trash.
It was horrible.
Not trash.
And then I don't know. I didn't like how they did the characters that has passed away. It's just weird to me, and it's just a little creepy. You know what I'm saying?
With
the Green Ranger,
the actors
and the
that play.
Yellow Ranger.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, bro. It was it's especially the Green Ranger. That was real weird. Like the Yellow Ranger, I feel like they did her a little justice. They had her daughter in there, and you know what I'm saying. But the Green Ranger, they just acted like he got shrunk the whole movie.
Well, to their credit, when they made the movie, he was still living. He didn't pass until after the movie was made, even though he already said he was not going to be in the movie. But he didn't pass away until afterwards. So
whatever money he asked for, they should have gave it to him. You know, that was my favorite Ranger. You know it. He was cool, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't in my Black Power bag when I used to watch Power Rangers.
I understand.
Because I think I was like 5 or 6. So I wasn't in my Black Power bag.
I got you. I think, like I said, I mean, but if you ask me who the best Ranger is, it's the White Ranger, though. Like
the White Ranger?
The White Ranger. When Tommy came back as the White Ranger and had the Saba and the Tiger Zord. Man, please. You can,
Man, I ain't gonna lie. My homeboy Big King say I like bad shit all the time. So my favorite Power Ranger episodes is when he was the evil Green Ranger.
But those are good episodes because like that's when Tommy really showed up. Like he was like the boss. Like he beat them up in their own Megazord, bro.
Yeah.
Like it took 5 Rangers to fight one person.
Yeah.
So no,
I like the Green Ranger.
He was like I said, Green Ranger was it. But like I said, I personally I love the White Ranger. The suit was clean. Like yeah, I like the White Ranger. I like that.
Bro, before we get off, I'm gonna ask you one last question. If you had superpowers, what superpowers would you have?
If I had superpowers, what super?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it gonna be the same one from Chosen?
No.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I'm gonna tell you the superpowers that I like, and then I'll pick one. So I'm obsessed with ice powers. I love Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. I love Iceman from X-Men.
Oh, that's why you like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, Mr. Freeze. Yes,
Yeah.
I love ice powers. So I am obsessed with that. However, in real life, I wish I had the power of teleportation because I hate sitting in traffic. I just want to be where I want to be. I want to be able to just like either snap my fingers and be where I need to be, or create a portal, walk through that joint, and then be where I need to be. So
pause real quick. I used to think of that when I was a kid, when I used to watch Family Matters, because I was slick mad at Urkel, because I was like, why the fuck would you make a goddamn
teleportation pad?
Nah, why would you make a booth with the to become Stefan?
Oh, okay.
Instead of teleporting, like.
But he eventually made one. He made the teleportation pad.
That was late. Why didn't you make that first? Why'd you want to be cool so bad?
Because he wanted to get with Laura. That's what Laura wanted. Look at Laura now. Which growing up, y'all know he should have just stuck with Myra.
Yeah.
Like, no, when you trust me, I watch Phantom Menace with adult eyes now. He definitely should have chose Myra.
And Myra was cute and she was thick. I ain't seen her since I was a kid, but when I was a kid, I think she was thick. I think. All right, what's the third one?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it was like I said, I love ice powers, but I want to teleport. So if I had to choose, I would go with teleportation. I would definitely go teleportation. So that way I can be where I need to be, especially if I'm late. Like if it's 3:59, I gotta be somewhere at 4. Oh, I'm there.
I'm going to Houston every day and eating.
I heard they got good food.
Excuse me, not Houston, New Orleans.
I heard they got good food too.
Yeah, I'm going to New Orleans every day.
Well, I've been in New Orleans. I went to New Orleans once. It was with our church. It was a former church that we used to attend. We went, and how old was I? 13, 14? Was I 14? I know I went to Dave. I was at Davidson at the time. So yeah, I was 14.
Food's
14
great.
and 15. Food is everything. From what I remember, the food is everything. I want to go back as an adult, but I'm gonna burn that teleportation device up going there in Atlanta to get wings. But see, if you had the power teleportation, you don't need the device. You already got it. So all you gotta do is just like again either snap your fingers or create the portal.
Oh yeah.
So you don't need the device.
Yeah, them the two places I'm going to all the time, and I'm going to Miami for the vibes.
Miami is a vibe. It is a vibe. Minus the beach. I enjoyed I definitely want to go back to Miami. Because the first time I went to, I know you said we're gonna close up. Like,
nah, you good.
I got so much more to say. The first time I went to Miami was with my family. That's where we met Will Smith. That's where they had the Bad Boys 2 premiere, and we actually went to the premiere. Me, Kendra, my mom, my dad, and yeah, man, that was like I said. Miami is memorable because of Will Smith, but just I just enjoyed the city. It's the weather is nice. It was pretty. But the second time when I went to the beach, I enjoyed the weather. Like you said, it's a vibe. Like Miami is
like the song, the Will Smith song.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami. And beneath Miami. Oh man. But yeah, so I don't know where I would exactly go. I think I'm using my powers right now, just thinking about just like in the moments. Like again, like if I'm running late for something, I can get there. Or if I'm in traffic, I can just go ahead and be home. I ain't gotta worry about, I mean, it's essentially, I ain't gotta go through traffic. I can just teleport wherever I am now and not have to worry about traffic at all.
Yeah.
But like as far as like going somewhere specifically, I think I would be going out the country a lot. I probably just figure out different countries I want to go to and just go there. But then thinking about it though, like I said, because I don't know, like just thinking about the teleportation thing, like when Nightcrawler does it, like when X-Men 97 came out and like he held Wolverine and like they teleported together and like they actually did it from Wolverine's point of view. Mm-hmm. That looked like it hurt. I feel like, cause like, okay, so going back to Family Matters, like, they said like the first time they did the teleportation pad, like Steve said like your molecules will separate and then they come back together. Yeah. So it's like is that how teleportation is? Like if you like do it, like your molecules like separate and then they come back, or is it like just a snap, or your whole body just leaves at once? I mean, nobody's ever teleported, but I don't know. I'm curious about if that were a thing, would it hurt?
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask the aliens when they get here.
Oh gosh. So
the aliens ain't my thing, but
I'm not. Yeah, don't ask me nothing about no aliens. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I hate talking about the aliens too. Like,
don't come at me with that,
bro. If you ever see my podcast, if you notice when Blue talk about the aliens, I just be sitting there looking stupid because I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
bro. I feel like. So first off, I understand that us as black people, we have this thing where we've been lied to for so long, so we always think people are lying to us. Mm-hmm. And when we find out that they have been, we start going crazy and freak out. Mm-hmm. But I'm one of the people that don't be caring. I just don't care at all.
I know, and we live in an age of conspiracy theorists.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those, and I feel like, and I'm not the one to have a conversation with about it. Please don't come to me about that. I'm gonna look at you like
I just don't care because it don't affect my life.
But I just don't. I'm just gonna be like, if that's what you believe, I mean, don't try to come at me like you trying to force me to believe what you believe. I'm like, if that's how you feel, my G. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, don't talk to me about no aliens. Just talk to me about sports, bro. Like, let's just skip to the sports part. That's the type of person I am. Like, just skip to the sports part. And I don't want to talk about no music neither, because I got this thing where
here you go.
People come up to you and say crazy stuff like, Kendrick better than Tupac, and they be having piercings all in their face and tattoos everywhere, and I'll be like, I'm not having this conversation with you.
Oh man. Shout out to K-Dot. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, you agree with the K-Dot better than Tupac?
No.
I
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Oh, before we get off for real.
Yeah.
K-Dot album review. Just give me a quick one. 1 out of 10, what you gave it?
But you already know what I'm gonna give it though.
A 10?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Okay. What did you like about it? Do you like West Coast music like that?
I like Kendrick.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't really no West Coast type of nigga. Like,
got you.
I wasn't really rocking with it.
Oh man, yikes!
I
will say
I like the album though.
I will say I'm not familiar with a lot of the West Coast artists. Like Kendrick be trying to. Kendrick, his goal is what I see. Obviously, especially when he did the joint on Amazon, the pop out. Mm-hmm. Like he really is focusing on. All right, let me help bring this next generation or these West Coast artists that people don't know about. Let me push them to the forefront. So I could definitely appreciate that.
Well, that's his job though too.
But I don't. Me personally, I don't know I don't know their music. So I can't step in and say I don't like West Coast music or I do like West Coast music. But I do know I enjoy Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite rappers. So I think, and one of my favorite lyricists. Like I just think he just makes incredible music. He makes incredible music that makes you think, but also he makes music that he make you go crazy a little bit. Like some of his songs, I'll be using it when I work out at the gym. So yeah, but his album,
do that.
His album, I just enjoy. It's just, to me, I enjoy artists who can tell a story, and I feel like with his work, like when you really listen to his albums, and you really follow him along in the journey, you can really hear the story and really hear like the journey that he's trying to take you on with the album. So with GNX, because like I said, there was a lot of references. Obviously, I'm about to plug my YouTube page. I interviewed a reality star from Sweet Life, Los Angeles, Gerald Smith II, and he talked about all the West Coast reference, like understanding the West Coast references in Kendrick's because he's an LA kid. Mm-hmm. So me, I'm an Augusta, Georgia kid. I'm from the South. So there's a lot of references that were like I didn't know what a GNX was. I didn't know what that was.
Oh, for real?
No, I didn't know. I had no idea.
We car people, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really a car person. As long as my joint ride good, I'm good to go. So I'm not really, I have a Kia Forte. That's what I have. But before that, I had a Nissan. So yeah, there's references that I was not aware of, but again, I just enjoy the storytelling. My favorite song on the album was is Man at the Garden. I love that. I love first of all the sample with One Mic from Nas, because that's one of my favorite Nas songs. But I just enjoy. I love when I listen to a song and I can visualize it. I'm a visual person, so
that was my second favorite song. I like Heart Part 6,
bro. That's actually my tied second. Cause my two second is Heart Part 6 and Gloria. I love those two. That's my tie for second. But Man at the Garden, man, I want him to do a visual for that song so bad, and I feel like he's not going to. Because anytime I want an artist to do a visual for the songs that I like, they don't do it.
That mean you be liking the B-side songs.
Not the B-side songs.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the B-side.
Not the B-side songs. Oh, man. But yeah, so that's that's my take on it. Like I said, I just enjoy, I enjoyed the project. I've listened to it a lot. So yeah. You can hear my full review on my YouTube page.
YouTube, make sure y'all check out the YouTube page.
YouTube.com/@KarltonTClay. Bro, I want to tell you thank you so much for thank you for the love that you give, bro, on the YouTube page. I appreciate you checking it out. And just like I said again, I'm even though I'm not new to podcasting, I'm new to podcasting. I know that sounded really crazy, but I'm doing this on my own now versus doing it with Maine. Well, because I first got into it because of Maine, we was doing Fire and Ice. So I appreciate, you and him, of course, Kim Macon, a lot of people that really support and listen to. My family, of course, that support. Shout out to my boy Kevin J. Stone. He's an avid listener. I appreciate. It's a lot. I shouldn't have started naming names because there are other people. They're going to be mad at me. But I appreciate everybody that watches and listens to the podcast. I just named those because I know for sure. Like y'all text me and y'all be like, this, shout out to my guy Demetrio and Natalia. She listens to it as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop naming folks. But but yeah, no, for seriously, I appreciate y'all so much. But specifically you and Maine, because like I said again, you two are the most consistent people that I know that consistently put out content. Him more so, Maine more so with the podcast, and you more so with the YouTubing. Yeah. I appreciate y'all because I've learned so much just watching y'all, listening to y'all, and just being around y'all, and again the support that y'all giving me. Because this right here, I'm not gonna lie, it's discouraging when you be like, oh man, I put out a good pod, only 10 people watched it. So I have to be like, okay, let me just keep going, because again, as I apply this to my filmmaking, I have to be consistent.
You have to create your own self-ego when you're doing this, when you're a small creator. Mm-hmm. That's how you keep going.
Okay. Well, yeah, please give me some more tidbits, because I'd be like,
it has to remain a self-ego though. Yeah, because you can't let it become big into this big thing, because then you turn into a whole nother person that you ain't never been before. So you have to keep it small and keep it inside as a self-ego, and that's what keeps you going and keeps you creating it. And don't talk to people about what you got going on. Leave that shit alone, because they'll discourage you and they'll talk about your little podcast or your little YouTube channel or your little this, and because they never see your they never see your vision. So you leave that shit alone and you do that shit for you, and you just keep it going, and you only in competition with yourself, and you run your marathon.
That's some good words of advice. You are definitely in your Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
you are.
That's what I'm on right now.
You are in it, bro.
Bro, I'm 34 years old now, bro. I'm 34.
You're so funny when you say that, like, because it's funny you be saying that, like, you say it to me like I'm not older than you. You like, bro, like you sound
nah. See, because it's not the age. I could have said 55. It's not the age. It's basically me just saying, like, I'm not that, like, a lot of people still view me as like that 19-year-old little kid.
I got you.
With them baggy clothes on, smoking weed all the time.
I got
and
you.
Just talking to girls 24/7. I'm not him no more.
I got you.
And I never will be him.
I respect that.
I'm not even cool no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
I'm in my old man bag.
Cool is a matter of perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there are some people that will look at you and what you're doing and be like, oh, that's cool. I want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. But I just mean it like, just like, I'm not what everybody else deem cool no more.
I got you.
I'm within myself now.
I got you. I can understand that. I mean, and again, I think, like I said, and it comes. I know we gotta wrap this up. We just keep talking, but
nah, you good.
When you said that too, like I said, you said you're 34. Like I said again, it just came back to me like with my realization again too. When I said earlier, like I'm 39, and so with that comes life experiences. With that comes different things that you have dealt with, and that you have to accept. Because in order for us to grow, we have to accept the things that has happened and has happened to us, and the things that we have experienced.
Correct.
And we have to acknowledge that, accept it, and all right, figure out how we're going to move forward. Like, there's certain things that you like, of course, that you have done. You're like, okay, I'm gonna incorporate that. But there's certain things just like, nah, that's not it. And you're like, okay, how can I fix that to become a better person? But like
another thing too, whenever you're doing something and you're the brave one, you're the one that's willing to do things that other people aren't willing to do. Everybody is going to critique it and have all this advice for you. But you have to also take that for what it is. Like, sometimes people will give you some good advice, but most of the time it's nothing that you can use at all, and they're only giving it to you because they're just scared to do it. So they're just spectators on the outside. So that's how you keep going also.
Bro, everything you're saying is definitely 1,000% facts. And also, too, everything you're saying, it's like, I know this already, because it's the same mentality of, again, going back to when I first started doing web series. Like, when nobody in our area, nobody was doing web series like that. I was one of the first people that was doing it, and it's like, again, I got so much criticism from people. I got so much criticism from people who were doing what I was doing. People are doing it now. Same thing with the filmmaking. Like, stuff I was doing, people was criticizing me for. They're doing it now. Now, a lot of people, of course, are doing it on a grander scale. They got more equipment. They actually have team members. But like I said, I was doing stuff. I was a one-man band. But a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my ish. A lot of stuff that I was doing, people are doing that. Like, a lot of people doing that. I was doing that back then. But I was getting talked about it. I was getting talked about. And again, like you said, people was trying to get
little shows on
my
YouTube.
My little shows on YouTube, my little internet show, my little web series, my little whatever, your little film, whatever, all this other stuff. And it's like, again, trying to give me critiques and whatever. And again, like a lot of stuff, and I'm looking at stuff now, I'm just like, I was definitely doing that, but I guess now that you're doing it, it's okay.
Yeah.
So but
that's what you deal with though.
So yeah, like it's just I want to say it's the industry, but also it's just life. Like it like I know people say life be life and like people just love to say that for some reason because they don't want to take accountability for stuff. But that's another topic for another day. But
that's my new phrase for my vlog series. Life be life. I got a different reason for it though.
But it's a true. If you really for real, it's a true statement because again, in life, there are gonna be people who are gonna criticize the moves that you make. Because, like you said, you're brave and bold enough to say, "Hey, I want to do this with my life." And a lot of people, again, a lot of people criticize what they don't understand, or they criticize what they're afraid to do.
It's a accountability part to it, also. Though, I feel like once you decide you're going to be the brave one and you take that step, you automatically have to be ready for what comes with it.
That's true,
and accept it. So
that's true.
That's why I tell people, like, when these type of situations happen or they come up, I have to remember, hey, I signed up for that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And that's also why I be judging celebrities when like they be in situation. I'm like, bro, this is literally what you wanted your whole life, and now it happened. Now you talking about how I don't think I want to be famous no more. Like, no, you wanted to be famous. Now you're here. So why are you like, now you don't want to deal with it?
Yeah.
You have to accept what comes with it, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
The money don't just come. The having to hide your kid's face on the internet comes with it too. All that comes with it. You have to be ready for everything.
Yeah.
And most things I do, I'll be ready. And I also what they say, I don't take stuff serious. I actually take stuff serious, but I'm not big on worrying about things I can't control. I don't care about stuff I can't control. If I can't control it, then oh well.
You're exactly right, bro.
I'll go home, smoke me a cigar, and go to sleep.
Bro, I keep bringing that stuff. I wish I was into cigars, bro. I can't do the smoke. I can't.
I feel you.
I can't do
it's
it. Like
for you.
It's not, bro. I be wanting like, cause you know what I'm saying. I be trying to find things. You know, I've been wanting to hang out with my dad.
Yeah.
As far as, but like, cause he's really into cigars. You know this. You see him all the time.
Yeah, I seen him today.
I'm sure you did. But for instance, case in point, Halloween. Like I actually came. I dressed up as my comic book character, and so I came outside for a little bit, just to hang out with him. We were smoking a cigar, and I was just like, and I tried to stay out there as long as I could, but smoke has always irritated me because my grandparents, when they were living, when we used to go to their house, they smoked. They smoked cigarettes. And the smoke used to irritate me so, like my throat, I used to always get sore throats all the time.
Yeah.
Being around it. So even now as an adult.
I get sore throats from cigarettes too, believe it or not.
Wow.
But I smoke cigars.
That's so like, again, being around.
It's the nicotine and all them chemicals in cigarettes though, bro.
But I mean, I know cigarettes and cigars are different things, but it's just the smoke itself still. Like even when I'm like out there for just a couple of minutes with my dad, like I can feel my throat starting to get irritated. So I can't be a part of it. So I know I would not survive in a cigar lounge. But yeah, I do get my father. I do get him we wanted cigars for Father's Day and his birthday. I hook him up.
What kind of cigars you get him?
I have no idea. I go to the place that y'all go to,
Top Shelf
and
Cigars.
I say, "Hey man,"
That's the spot.
I say, "My dad is Kenneth Clay." They say, "Oh, I know Kenny." And I said, "What cigars did he get?" And then they show me, and I just pay for them. I do not know.
Great son.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming to the pod, bro.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. Thank you.
This was a great pod. I appreciate you for
it.
being vulnerable.
Thank you, bro.
You know
I thank you for creating an atmosphere for me to be.
Yeah. And that's all we got, man. We out.
Peace.